They've made it so much easier for everyone, whether you're in the room or watching online, to follow along. Hi, everyone. I'm Steve Stoller.
And I'm Shauna Haley, and this is Inside Plano. Well, welcome back to Inside Plano. Hi, Steve. How are you?
Hi, Shauna. I'm doing great. How about you?
I'm fine. I'm wearing all of my clothes because we're here in January and it's cold.
Yes.
It's very cold. But we're bringing today's podcast to you from a very important and thankfully warm space here inside the city of Plano. This space is the newly reopened City Council chambers.
It's pretty incredible.
Yeah.
It really is what they've done.
Yeah, and I have to say, it's beautiful. It's been recently updated, and this is where most of the impactful decisions within the city of Plano are made. And we're going to take you behind the scenes, just the two of us, to tell you a little more about what was done. So joining me, as always, is my co-host, Steve Stoller. Steve, we are ready to serve the community here in the council chambers.
Absolutely. You know, this is the Senator Florence Shapiro City Council Chambers, named after Florence Shapiro, who used to be the former mayor of Plano. And this is the heart of local government, Shauna. Mm-hmm. We host important meetings here, like city council sessions and planning and zoning commission meetings. The updates were designed to modernize the space, enhance accessibility, and improve the experience for both attendees and participants. From upgraded audio-visual systems to more comfortable seating, these changes are all about creating a welcoming, functional environment for everyone.
Yeah, absolutely. And I believe that a majority of the technology had not really been updated since the chambers was built. So a lot of good use out of the facility, but it was definitely time for an update. So can you tell me a little more about the types of meetings? Because there may be some listeners who really don't know what they can do and what meetings are held here.
Sure. So the two primary meetings are the City Council meetings and the Planning and Zoning Commission meetings. Now, City Council meetings, of course, are where your elected officials discuss and decide key issues affecting Plano, everything from city budgets to city ordinances. The Planning and Zoning meetings, on the other hand, focus on land use, zoning requests, and how development aligns with Plano's comprehensive plan.
And these meetings are open to the public? And
always open to the public.
Residents
yes.
can participate as well?
As a matter of fact, residents are encouraged to attend the meetings either in person or online. And if you can't make it in person, you can participate via Zoom, and you can watch the meetings live on Facebook, YouTube, or on planotv.org. You can check the schedule for upcoming meetings on our website, plano.gov. If you want to speak during the public comment period, there's a simple process to sign up. All you have to do is go back to plano.gov, find the meeting you're interested in, and follow instructions to register.
Okay, so for residents who may never have participated in a meeting, there are some guidelines. Do you want to cover those?
Sure, yeah, that's a great question. We want everyone to be respectful and concise. Whether you're attending in person or speaking during the meeting, it's important to stick to the topic at hand and adhere to the time limits. Detailed guidelines are available at plano.gov, so I recommend reviewing those if you're planning on participating.
Absolutely. And so what we'll do for our listeners is we'll put a link to those guidelines in the show notes, like we like to do. And participating in meetings, honestly, is a great way to stay engaged and informed about what's happening in Plano. A lot of people don't realize that your local government is highly accessible. It's a great place to be a participant in the community. Now, looking around at this chamber, Steve, do you have a favorite feature?
Well, the one thing that I really like, that I've really been impressed with, is the improved audio-visual system. Mm-hmm. They've made it so much easier for everyone, whether you're in the room or watching online, to follow along and engage what's happening. And one thing that I really like, Sean, is when the council members vote, you can see not only how they vote, but it actually shows their picture, too, on the boards.
Absolutely.
So you can look at the dais, you can see them, and you can see how each individual member voted, which I think is pretty cool.
Yeah, absolutely. And of course, for those who are watching on video, you can't really see because of the shot, but we have a giant LED screen, and then we have 2 LEDs on the walls. So it's very easy to see things. It used to be very difficult to see what was displayed, and that's nice and bright now. And for me, having the additional video features is really a game changer for accessibility because it's allowed us to do captioning throughout the meetings as well. And we fixed some other functional things too. We've made it easier to access it if you have wheelchair access. It's much, much better. So definitely reflects that goal you mentioned of being welcoming and open to everyone in the community. Well, thank you, Steve, for being really the question answerer on today's podcast. We are pretty happy with how the council chambers turned out, and we hope that our listeners come to a meeting, whether that's a planning and zoning meeting or a city council meeting in the future. And if you want to learn anything more about meetings that are held, Steve mentioned it. It's on the website, plano.gov. There's a whole page of agendas for all of the different boards and the different council member meetings, so you can follow that schedule there.
So we will see you next time on Inside Plano, where we share the stories behind what makes our city such a great place to live, work, and play.
That's right. And remember, if you have questions, you can always send them to us at askplano@plano.gov. Until then, we'll see you next time.
Take care. And that's it for our Inside Plano. We hope you enjoyed it as much as we did doing it.
If you have any comments or suggestions, send them to us at askplano@plano.gov. Bye.
Talk to you next month. The Inside Plano podcast is brought to you by the City of Plano.